I think a lot of things need to happen in terms of wealth disparities and how we go about bringing about real change. And one of those things is education. And I think that's one of the things that Legacy Makers brings to the table.
Immediately, we need to do all the things that we can do to empower ourselves, through the building of knowledge, having a knowledge base to understand the difference between wealth and money.
You can own a company and become wealthy. You can start a real estate business, become a landowner, a property owner, and become wealthy. So there are many roads to wealth, but I believe it starts with changing the culture, one of investing and saving versus being, just a consumer.
We have the right to participate in all the things that society has to offer, as well as we need to be focused on how we prepare for, plan for, lay foundations for generations going forward.
The Bible talks about, making provision for your grandchildren.
Bible says, my people perish for lack of knowledge. And many times, if people only knew better, they would actually do better.
But more, how can we go forward in a manner that's going to be productive? And how can we go forward in a manner that's going to lift us all and lift up future generations?
And if you have quality thinking, then the quality of your life would change, then the quality of your family would change, then that will change the culture.
How can we not just build wealth for now, but how can we build it, secure it, pass it on?
I think the name itself is a powerful testament to what we are trying to do and are interested in doing within our community, and that is to build wealth that can be passed on to the next generation.
Institutions identifying barriers that have created the disparities that we now experience on this alarming base.
Statistics put out by just about everybody, but the ones I've seen recently were from the Chamber of Commerce, U.S. Chamber of Commerce, that said that the median wealth of African Americans is only 1/10 the median wealth of white Americans.
Also, we have to be able to address the issue of how the systematic racism that exists within the country has been used to bar certain people from gaining wealth.
Black households don't have money to send their kids to college without taking out huge loans. It means that they don't have the money to give their kids the down payment for homes or condominiums.
Cycles of generational poverty do exist. We've experienced this on both sides as you look even in our country.
And so do I believe cycles of poverty can be broken? Yes, we have to change the mindset of those who are living in poverty.
But there's a mindset that goes along with that, and part of it is really attacking that mindset.
And in the long term, we need to be able to address the structural concerns within the society. There is just a natural tendency of the American system, the capitalist system, to have winners and losers, and a part of that has a long history in this country.
The church can play a pivotal role in wealth building in our community.
I believe that the church can be very instrumental in helping to build wealth.
I think that the church, from a standpoint of opening up opportunities for members to receive education, information, opportunities, the church is still a big entity for disseminating information into our community.
Basic institution within the African American community is the church, and the church has a role not only to be concerned about the spiritual well-being and health of its congregation and its community, but it also has to be an advocate for those who are poor and disenfranchised.
Community develops and brings individuals along, and vice versa, as individuals develop and pour back in the community.
Community wealth building is, I think, the mainstay of any solid community. It is a collective effort on behalf of all of those who are partners, have a vested interest in the improvement of the quality of life of those who are around them themselves, as well as their neighbors.
The stronger the community is, I believe, the more the community is able to and has resources to further lift up those within the communities.
Legacy Wealth Makers certainly can make a difference. I think it's already making a difference. I've been interested in that idea of training and teaching individuals about money.
Starting with the training, with the mentoring program, and also just getting the word out there to the community and the churches and other organizations.
Is a great opportunity to support the efforts in and around the church, both in and around the church.
Yeah, I think the Legacy Makers Wealth Initiative can make a big difference, and I think that it already is making a difference because it is opening up the conversation. There really hasn't been a wide conversation in our community. Again, we've focused and had to focus a lot on survival and had to focus a lot on the day-to-day things and really haven't always had the opportunity or the direction to focus on how can we not just build wealth for now, but how can we build it, secure it, pass it on.
As we think about the future of our communities and how we will fare in the days ahead, in the year ahead, one of the things that we've learned in 2020 is that there are great challenges within our community in regard to financial well-being and health. If you are interested in improving your lot, if you're interested in grabbing information that will allow you to have a better handle on your finances so that you can be prepared in 2021 and the years ahead for the long-term health of your community, of your family, and of yourself in your future. And so we want to just take a moment to say something about a way you can do that. And the way you can do that is becoming involved in Legacy Makers. Legacy Makers is a 7-week training session where individuals are taught how to use money from the very basic lesson plan to something more extensive. And so there are different levels in which Legacy Makers can empower you to have the information that you need to better deal with your economic uncertainty.